Hey guys, welcome to another GG.CO.UK video with me, Daryl Carter. It's that time of the week again where we have a look at the Saturday racing on ITV. Thrash out a few early thoughts and then the column will follow this evening around 5:30, 6 o'clock. But this is the last video before Christmas Day, so I just wanted to say a very Merry Christmas to all of you watching. Thank you very much for your support, clicking these videos, following the column, etc. I hope they've been of some help and some use to you over the course of the last 6 months. Yeah, just have a very good Christmas with your friends and family. Drink plenty, be merry, and bet responsibly. Betway have sponsored this video again, so massive thank you to them. If you want to click the link below, there's a free bet there. If you don't, that's entirely up to you. But big thank you to them for sponsoring this video. It's very kind. We're going to kick straight off this week. The 150 at Ascot is the first race on the card. It's actually not a bad race. St. Devassi heads to market off a mark of 133. It's £10 higher than for a win last time out at Exeter. I'm not entirely convinced that was worthy of a £10 rise, to be honest. But such as because of the distance he won by. Tom Simmons is obviously in flying form, and David Bass can do no wrong for me as a jockey, but I'm willing to take this on. I do like to take horses on that have had a £10 rise last time out, so I'm happy to take St. Devassi on. This is a deeper race as well. The one I want to side with is Drumcliff for Harry Fry. I think this horse has been running himself back into form. He was a good third here at Ascot last month behind Espoir de Guy off a mark of 129. He's gone up £1 for that third. But Anna O'Connor has been booked to take 5 off. Anna O'Connor has got 2 for 3 record on this horse. He loves Ascot. He's gone well here before. He's a course winner last year, and his second attempt was his third last time out. I just think that 2 mile 5 trip just stretched him just a little bit. So dropping back to a couple of furlongs, I think, is going to be right up his street. And Anna O'Connor is excellent value for a £5 claim. So I'm definitely going to take a chance on him, 10 to 1 each way. I think there's a few horses in here. They haven't got too much room for manoeuvre off their current marks. I like Sansone, 146, Benny's King, 147, Bengali Khan, 150. I think you're want to look towards the bottom of the handicap for this sort of race. And Drumcliff definitely is the one I want to side with there. So over to the 205 at Haydock and Ascot, of course, this week. And I've got a little bit of an opinion on a race in here as well. I do like the last day for Evan Williams. This horse is returning from a 392-day layoff, but he's got a really good record fresh. Form figures are 1-1-1, fell 1. So he does go extremely well fresh. He was really progressive over fences last season. He won on handicap debut over fences off a mark of 131. He bolted up by 6 lengths on the bridle very easily in deep ground. He then went out and won again at Aintree that was at Aintree, and then at Ascot at the end of the season. He was just caught out the back of a really slowly run race. Things just didn't go to plan for him that day, but he did stay on quite nicely at the end. I don't think he's at the ceiling of his ability by any means over fences of a mark of 142. But the fact that he now comes here in deep ground off a mark of 133, £8 lower, or £9 lower, sorry, than that 142 mark he ran off at Ascot, I think that's quite significant. He was a real good winner of a novice hurdle on his last start of hurdles. He bolted up by 6 lengths, careered away. He was a really impressive winner. The deep grounds will be right up his street, and he looks the best handicapped horse in the race to me. So the last day is definitely going to be on my punting list on Saturday. The 225 is a long walk hurdle, grade 1. Really interesting race, of course. The one thing I will just say is I do fancy Time Hill for this stayers hurdle. I'm a bit worried actually about Time Hill and Paisley Park here. This just comes 22 days after that real tough race at Newbury. There was, they left it all on the track that day. It was a real tough race. This just may come a little bit too quick for them, especially if it turned into a real bog, which has got the potential to do with the weather that's coming in. So I just worry about that top of the market. They're 2 to 1 joint favs. I will just be slightly concerned. For me, I think in this race, I think Roxana will probably be the bet. If you're going to have a bet, I think it's Roxana at 7 to 1. Getting £7, it doesn't put her too far off those two at the top of the market. She was really impressive at Wetherby last time out. She absolutely careered away, just was tanking all the way through the race. Just looked a really nice performance. Looked like an improved performance on anything she had done. She's very lightly raced at 3 miles as well, so she's open to any amount of improvement for Dan and Harry Skelton. I think she could just have a little bit more to offer over this sort of trip this year. So 7 to 1 each way, that would be the way I would play this race. But I'm just really surprised that Time Hill and Paisley Park are going to take each other on again. I'm hoping they don't run Time Hill into the ground a little bit, but he's only a small horse. I wonder how much racing he can take before he needs a rest. But 22 days straight from that Newbury race, I think Roxana's going to have a little bit of advantage coming here 50 days after her run, which is, a real nice break. I expect this would have been the target for her after that Weatherby run. So 7-1 looks a fair each way price there. But for me, it's probably not going to be a betting race, let's be honest. In the 240 at Haydock, again, another race I've not really got a strong opinion on this week. I would be quite keen if you're having a bet in here to support you taking on the top two in the market, though. Sojourn is up £11 for winning off a mark of 129 last time out, and has got a run off a mark of 140 here. Hill 16 is £12 higher than his Foslav Romp. But again, when a horse is winning by 46 lengths, you've got to sort of question the calibre of horses he's running in against. He did well over hurdles off a mark of 123, scraped down by Little Rockefeller. This is going to be a big ask for him. So a big ask for the top two at the market. Roll Again was an interesting horse for me last year. Didn't really deliver, but he duly obliged back at Ludlow last time out off a mark of 135. He's up to a mark of 141. You've got On Guard, who's making his debut over fences, quickly switched to fences 9 days after a good hurdle win. Cricks' Escape doesn't look extremely well handicapped. And then Highest Sun is interesting. He's got that strong novice form from last year. Robbie Powers booked for the ride. He's dropped down to a mark of 134. He's back on soft ground, back up to 3 miles. I think there's a few bits and pieces to like about Highest Sun. Not too many negatives. He was a good fourth behind Captain Nord at Newbury on ground, probably quicker than ideal, to be honest. He's been beaten quite a long way a few times on good ground. So soft ground for him, 12-1. I think that's a fair shout there. I might have just talked myself into a bet there, but we'll go through it again in a bit. In the 3:35 at Ascot, it's the very last race of the day. It's the most competitive handicap hurdle of the season so far. It's really interesting. You could probably make a case for probably 10 of the 17 runners at least. I am going to try and make a case for 2 though. I do like Isolate. He's won back-to-back in novice company the last twice. He steps into handicaps for the first time. He's been given a very lenient opening mark of 128, I think. He's only a 4-year-old for Alan King. He's got plenty more to come. He's open to extreme amounts of improvement. He's carrying a real light weight. He won't mind the ground. And his 2 runs have come in very good time figures that suggest he should be better than this mark of 128. So I am looking forward to seeing him. He's a 14-1 shot. There's 6 places on offer. I'm going to take a chance to go each way with Isolate. I think 5 of the last 10, maybe winners of this race have carried less than 10 stone 10. So you want to look towards the bottom of the handicap, I feel. One more towards the top of there is Arrivederci, sorry. God, I went blank. Arrivederci gets tongue tie first time for John Joe O'Neill. Was definitely going to play a hand at Haydock in that big field handicap before coming down 2 out. It was actually won by the horse that he beat previously, Warlord, who we spoke about earlier. And I think he could go very close here off a mark of 138. He's definitely got a win in him. Whether or not this is going to be too competitive, I'm not sure. He drops back to 2 miles, but he does stay further. And if it's going to turn into a real bog, then I think Arrivederci will probably be staying on the strongest. The tongue tie is interesting. I do keep looking at it, wondering why they put on. Perhaps they felt that he was making a noise as he came down at the second to last. So it could be a good thing. John Joe O'Neill has got a fantastic record this season of putting tongue ties on a lot of his horses, so it could be a real good thing. He's around 11-1 in the places, in a place or 2, so I think 6 places on offer here. I think if you back Isolate and you back Arrivederci, I think you're going to be in those 6. So that's the way I'm looking to play this. I'm happy to take on Buzz off mark 148 and Benson, who I do really like Benson. He actually recorded the quickest time on the Sandown card last time out on the 5th of December. Quickest overall circuit time, quickest from 3 out to the finish. It was really impressive, but this is quite a quick turnaround. 14 days after that mammoth effort, he's up another £10 in the weights to 137. I think that's workable going forward. I'm just wondering if this is going to come a little bit too quickly for him after that it was a real good effort. So yeah, maybe we'll see. But at the moment, Arrivederci and Isolate for me are the 2 to focus on. But that's about it this week, guys. Have a wonderful Christmas. Good luck. Check out the column at 5:30 to check on the final thoughts and the final those who made the cut, if you will. But have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Thank you very much.